Hello everyone, so welcome back to another video here. Today I wanted to do kind of like a recap of September, but also talk about some things to look forward to in October as well. And while we're actually already a week into October, I kind of wanted to still go over these things because I guess a lot of the things kind of take effect later down the line. I'll kind of re-explain this later on down the line in this video. But yeah, with that being said, let's actually talk about a small recap on September. So in September, I pretty much was watching a lot of anime, just binging like crazy. I've kind of slowed down at this particular point, but I still am kind of interested in actually what the new series will be about, particularly in this particular season. But with that being said, in September I pretty much finished off watching Sword Art because it finished. So that's definitely really awesome, but we do know that it is coming back very soon, so definitely going to be looking forward to that. I think it's going to be like an OVA, but it did say on the final episode that Kirito would return, so definitely something to look forward to. The other anime that actually also finished during September was also Food Wars. Definitely really interesting, definitely really awesome. Love the series, and yeah, it just makes you feel so, I guess, fulfilled now that the actual series has finished officially, both on the anime and the manga. So with that being said, it just feels, you know, like I'm fulfilled, but at the same time I'm kind of already missing it a lot. Yeah, so two other series that were also finished that I was watching during September was actually Uzaki-chan and also The Millionaire Detective. Those were the two particular series that were, I guess, the new seasons of that time that finished off last month. And you know, now that they've ended, it's definitely a great feeling as well. They were really fun anime, so if you guys haven't actually watched it, definitely go check them out. But for that, we are now moving on to October, and October has a lot in store for us. There's definitely a lot of things here, a lot of new series that are starting to kick off the new season, so definitely very excited here. By now, the first episode of all these new series would have already come out sometimes, or some of them might even have the second episode already. But you know, there's a lot of interesting series, and I'm kind of interested on what you guys might recommend among the new series, and see which one I might check out. That's a lot of new series for this particular season, and I really doubt that I'll be watching all of them. What I see myself doing is, I think I'm gonna... The good thing is that these are simulcasts, meaning they're all new anime with just one episode so far, so it's pretty easy to get into all of them. All we have to do is simply just watch the first episode, and that's what I'm planning to do. I'm actually planning to watch the first episode of every single series that I've just mentioned, and yeah, let's just see how all these particular series actually goes. I'm hoping that I'll be cutting down on quite a few of these, and that's probably going to be the fact here, is that, you know, none of these series, not all of these series, might get me invested into it. You know, it might be boring, we might not be as interested, but yeah, I'll definitely get an update for this later on down the line and see which ones are actually worth watching. But for now, I'm going to go in with an open mind, and I'm going to be excited here to actually just watch every single series, at least the first episode so far, and see how they go. Yeah, I mean, even if I manage to just watch all of them at once, it's not really difficult because every single week just one episode comes out, so there's not much for you to actually watch anyway, so it's easy for you to actually just catch up. And by the time it finishes, or by the time all these series finishes, they're most likely going to end at episode 12 or 13. So with that being said, it's going to be quite a fulfilling, or quite an accomplishment, honestly, to finish all these series all at the same time. Yeah, that's something that I'm planning to actually do, and I don't know, it might seem kind of insane. It just means that I can't actually focus too much on watching the current series that's on my list, spoiler alert, I just started watching Gurren Lagann, and I'm on episode 5, and I also just started watching Haikyuu as well, and I'm also on episode 5. So those particular two series are kind of going on a more slower route. They are actually very enjoyable right now, so I'm just going to continue watching those. But at the same time, those are the only two series that are kind of like on my list that are not simulcasts that I'm watching, whereas all the simulcasts I've just mentioned are going to be add-ons. So does that actually seem like a lot of series to actually be watching at the same time? Perhaps, maybe, because, you know, to balance all these series at once, you're gonna have to remember each storyline as they build up along, and only one episode's coming out at a time, so yeah, that's going to be pretty insane. But I am still looking forward to this, and you know, what better way than to actually spend our time during lockdown watching all of these series. It's going to be really fun here. It's going to be really great. The last thing I actually wanted to talk about is actually a collaboration between Seiko, the watch brand, with Naruto and Boruto. So that's going to be really interesting. As you guys can see on the screen here, we have 7 new watches of the Seiko 5 model watches. So I don't know how invested any of you guys are actually into watches here, but this is going to be really awesome. Basically, we're getting 7 different watches, and they're going to be, I guess, limited edition, and they're also going to have a limited number as well as to how many they're going to be releasing of these. So you definitely got to get in quick on these. It's kind of the same as back when Seiko also collabed with JoJo's, and they released 7 different JoJo's watches, but in this case we actually have 7 different Naruto / Boruto watches. Each watch is pretty much just themed after the popular character in the series. So firstly, we have Naruto's watch. Looks really awesome. Love the orange. Looks fantastic. There's the slight hint of the Leaf Village symbol up the top of the bezel, so that is definitely really awesome. The dial is orange, as well as the strap. Definitely really nice there. We also have Sasuke's watch as well, looking really awesome. You could kind of see that hint of the Chidori in the dial, and you could also see on the very top part of the bezel that his headband has, or his Leaf Ninja or Leaf Village symbol has been crossed out like the Akatsuki's. So that's definitely really awesome. It's a nice blue watch as well. Then we also move on to Shikamaru's watch here, which is just this all black, which is very surprising actually, and looks really sleek, really awesome. Definitely, I guess, less likely to catch people's attention. So when you wear it, not a lot of people might see this as like a specific theme watch, and it will look pretty generic. But the thing is this, when you actually take closer inspection to it, you could see that there's the Nara symbol on the top of the bezel, just like Naruto's and Sasuke's, but in this case it's focusing on just Shikamaru's clan symbol. So that's definitely really nice there. But we actually, unlike Naruto and Sasuke's watch, Shikamaru's bezel is actually black, as opposed to Naruto's and Sasuke's, which is actually this silver or grey, you know. But at the same time, the strap and even the case, as you can see, which is really subtle, it's just all this black color, and I just really like that design. The next watch we have here is Lee's watch. Really awesome. Love the green with that slight tint of orange in, I guess, the watch strap. And the bezel itself, as you can see, they purposely made it look beat up. Like there's few like these artificial scratches and marks to make it look like it was beat up, because obviously Lee trains like crazy, you know. So definitely really awesome. I love the dial as well. The dial looks really nice with that emerald green, and you could even see that each of the numbers, it's both Chinese and Japanese characters that, you know, is obviously denoting each time across the watch. So that's definitely really cool there. Love these really small details in these watches. Definitely a really awesome design. And then finally we also have Gaara's watch, a nice dark grey strap with a hint of red. Definitely really nice. But we also get this dial and a portion of the bezel, which also has like, I guess, the sand color, which definitely is really awesome. We see that where it's supposed to say number 1, it has the symbol for love, which is obviously the symbol that's on Gaara's forehead. Definitely really nice there, awesome design as well. So far these 5 watches, just amazing. The final 2 watches we have here is actually one for Boruto and one for Sarada. So I don't know if Boruto is as popular a series right now. I know it gets a lot of dislike, a lot of negative attention, but you know, I think these watches are still really awesome. These characters are still really awesome. Boruto's watch, we have like this black strap with the hint of pink. Definitely really love that. And also it's just a simple case, you know, a simple dial, kind of like this dark brownish, but the rest of the case and the bezel is kind of like this dark silver or dark gray, which is definitely a bit more on the subtle side of things. Then we also have Sarada's watch. Her bezel is kind of like split into this red and black, and also her watch strap is, I guess, all red and has this hint of, I don't know, it's like this faded out black, which is definitely really nice detail. Basically each of all of these are unique in itself. They have their own subtle differences, and because of that it makes it all the more phenomenal. And if you guys are really excited about this, I believe it's coming out in December, so definitely look forward to that. But in the meantime, this was pretty much it for today's video. I don't want to rant on for too long now, so I'm going to end it here. If you enjoyed this video, then definitely leave a like and also share it with anyone who might be interested in all this. And also, if you still haven't subscribed, definitely please do. In the meantime, hope you guys have a great day. This is Enigma, signing out.